Hello, my name's Jungle Trump. Do you want some lunch? Mama always said life was like a bag lunch, cold and full of disappointments.
Who is this guy?
I don't know, he looks like a legally safe knockoff of a 90s character.
Them some nice shoes. I bet you could walk a zillion kilometers in them shoes. Not even feel a thing.
I have gout.
I like shoes. I bet if I think real hard, I can remember my first pair of shoes.
Your son is stupid.
I realize that he may be a bit on the mentally handicapped side, but I think he could make it.
Ms. Trump, let me show you this quick graph here. This blue line represents the minimum IQ required to get into this school. This green line here represents the IQ of a llama. And this black line here represents the IQ of a bag of rocks. And this line down here represents your son's IQ.
Okay, well, maybe severely mentally handicapped.
I'm sorry, Ms. Trump. We can't take your son.
Please, I can't take him anymore. The Lord cursed me with this. I have been bearing that cross for 7 years. All I'm asking is for you to take him off my hands for a few hours, 5 days of the week. I'm a good Christian woman.
Your story has touched my heart. I'll see what I can do.
I remember that walk to school. That was when I met Sheila. I never met someone so physically attractive in my life.
Hey, you need a ride? Are you getting in or not?
Okay. That was one of the best days of my life. You know, I never realized how stressful kids was until I went to school. Mama always said I was too much for her to handle, so she would sleep all day when I went to school. And when I say sleep, she really slept. Sometimes she would go stay up all night. She just lie there sleeping. Other times she was so tired she wouldn't even throw away her bottles before she went to sleep. Now, a lot of people talk about how hard school is, but I didn't think it was too tough. I got good grades. D? What does a D mean?
That's a pretty good grade. You should keep getting that.
Okay. The only thing that was rough is that I didn't have any friends. I had Sheila, but she wasn't around all that often. But it was okay, because soon enough, the government was forcing new people to come to our school, and I thought we could make friends with them.
Go back to your country!
I don't know why no one wanted them to be in our schools. They was nice people. Seemed like I was the only one that wanted to talk to them. But it seemed like they didn't want to talk to me neither. Now, people at school didn't like them nice black students, but what they really didn't like is what they called communists. Everyone was talking about how they were scared that the Russians dropping what they called H-bombs on us. We even had drills as to what to do if one got dropped on us. This don't seem like a very good way to protect us from bombs.
Trump, the Army came up with this method to protect us from bombs.
Are you stupid or something? Are you sure you're not a communist, Trump? Because you're about as smart as one.
What an idiot.
I wasn't too sure what a communist was, so I asked Mama. Mama, some kids at school called me a communist. What's that?
Oh, communist ain't nothing but a low-down, dirty piece of trash who ain't good for nothing.
Oh. Am I a communist?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Seeing how I was a communist, I thought it was best that I tell everyone, just so they know communist wasn't going to cause them no harm. Hello, my name's Jungle Trump, and I'm a communist.
Get out of here. Jungle, are you alright?
Yeah. I told them I was a communist
Why would you tell her that?
because people said I was.
You're not a communist, Jungle, and you don't want to be.
Well, why not?
Because they're bad people, Jungle.
Why?
Because they just are. That's why there's a war in Vietnam going on right now, to stop them.
Well, I guess it's off to Vietnam to stop them.
Get out of here, Jungle. Run, Jungle, run!
And from that day on, if I was going anywhere, I was running. Mostly because I didn't know how to stop.
Oh, that's so cool.
You my FNG?
Yes, sir. My name's Private Jungle Trump.
Alright, Private Trump. You stick with me and you'll be just fine. But remember, always keep a fresh pair of socks. A GI's nothing without his feet. I'm willing to bet my own 2 legs that if you do not keep a fresh pair of socks, you will not survive this place.
Vietnam wasn't too hard, but the weather made it rough. But one day, when the rain stopped, it sure is hot. Man, I could sure use an ice cream. Do you like ice cream, Lieutenant Schman?
Never had ice cream before, Jungle.
Never had ice cream? You should try ice cream, Lieutenant Schman.
I'd rather lose both my legs than try ice cream, Jungle.
I'm gonna get you to try ice cream, Lieutenant Schman.
Get down!
You got to your Jungle. Run, Jungle, run!
Run, Jungle, run! Run, Jungle, run! Run, Jungle, run! Run, Jungle, run!
Lieutenant Schman and I made it out all right. Lieutenant Schman, ice cream.
I don't want any ice cream, Jungle.
Come on, Lieutenant Schman, would you still rather lose your legs and try ice cream?
No thank you, Jungle.
Now, coming home from war was a lot different than how they show in the movies. There wasn't no parades for me when I got back. Instead, everyone just called me a baby killer. But that wasn't even the worst of it. Mama had caught the foreign accent syndrome. She was dying.
I have foreign accent syndrome, you moron. Didn't you read the letter I sent you? Oh, it doesn't matter anyways. Yep, this seems befitting. I devote my life to the Lord and he repays me by giving me a disappointment like you. Just leave me here to die, Jungle. I'll call you if I need you.
She died that night in her sleep. I hope she didn't feel no pain. She just dreamt her way away. A few days later, I got a letter from Sheila. She told me that she was going out to California to hear some reverend speak on civil rights and that I should join her. So I did. He talked about his dreams and how he wanted his kids to play with other kids. But I guess someone disagreed with him, and they wanted everyone to know it. That reverend made it out all right, but the audience members wasn't as lucky. Of the 6 shots fired, 3 killed bodies I didn't know, but 2 killed Sheila. You know, I only just realized that whole decade was the death of innocents. Good people were dying, whether it was by execution for crimes they didn't commit, fighting a war they didn't understand, or for fighting for what they thought was right. So I ask again, you sure you don't want some lunch? Now, a lot of people fucking skip the seeing how I was a communist. Seeing how I was a communist. Fuck, I can't. It's such a fucking weird line, dude. But it was okay because soon enough the government was forcing new people. Fuck.